All right, everyone. So now we are back. Okay, now the all things are clear about the entry explanation in a different situation. Okay, so everything is clear till now, and now we are going to switch on a next to topic that how we can backtesting using all things, putting all together thing. Okay, what if there is three out of flow? If you have a five out of flow or 10 out of flow, does not matter. You have to use the first one after taking out the inducement. If market taken out the inducement and then market create in, for example, market is a bullish. So if market momentum is a bullish and market taken out the inducement, right? After taking out the inducement, if market create in a first attempt any bullish structure, so we can plan for the buy. And if not able to go higher and then break this low, that means this inducement is a failure. And now you have to wait for it to taken out the inducement. So where is inducement? Right here. Okay. For example, you have a this order flow, this order flow, and this order flow, maybe more order flow. Then you have to use extreme always, right? If price tap on it, then we can plan for the buy. Otherwise, no. Simple. Higher time frame, lower time frame sweep, या closing होना चाहिए. In a higher time frame, if sweep, then we can, which is an indication for the like reversal. In a lower time frame, we need to use this entry criteria. If sweep, then how you can take. If not sweep, then how you can take. If not sweep, that means you need to wait for it to take out the inducement. If already sweep in a lower time frame, then don't need inducement. Simple. Okay, let's back on a back testing. So, which pair you would like to backtest today in this session? Aussie USD, Euro USD, Gold, Euro USD, Gold. Okay. And the few, if you have a few question, any few question, then I'm sure that in a backtesting, you will get a more better idea. What are you asking here? Okay. So you can get more better idea about it. Euro USD, Gold, Euro USD, Euro USD. Okay, there are different like pair here, so I can't do all pair because everyone a different suggestion. Okay, it's okay, no problem. Okay, we can do with the gold. Also, you can do like with the Euro USD as well as here, and also GP USD. It totally depend on you that which one you would like to backtest, and you can also backtest in all pair gold, Euro USD, Aussie USD. And Euro USD. Okay, no problem. We can use Euro USD as well as. It's okay. And please, everyone, be ready for the questions. Okay, so this is our Euro USD chart, and so we can use any time frame. Like if you would like to based on a 5 minute time frame and 1 minute time frame and 50 minute time frame and a 1 hour time frame as well as here. So there is no big issue about it. And let me remind you one more thing is here that if you are using higher time frame as a 4 hour and you would like to entry, then you should use 15 minute as a lower time frame for confirmation. Okay. And if you are using 1 hour as a higher time frame, then 5 minute for the lower time frame confirmation. And if you are using 5 minute and 15 minute as a higher time frame, then 1 minute for the lower time frame entry. Okay. So this is a time frame correlation, and you have to use two time frame. You don't need to use like daily, weekly, 4 hour to switch in a 1 minute time frame, because 1 minute candles, 1 minute structure can't decide where is market going on based on higher time frame. Okay. So you have to focus on measure like current structure and heart work and heart's reacting, and then how you can trade. Okay. Okay, no problem. And 15 minute, 1 hour, 15 minute. Okay, no problem. We can use 15 minute also. So we can do backtesting any part, anywhere, like, and if you would like to backtest from up this move because market start rising this one, and we can also here, and we can use randomly anyone. Like for example here. Now everyone prepare for the question answer, because now I have a chance to ask question answer with you, right? You are asking in a day one and day two, now day three for me, and I will ask question answer for you. Okay, so this is our structure here right now in a 15-minute time frame, and everyone. Okay, so this is our structure in a based on 15-minute time frame, and what happening here and what's your structure here. Firstly, please remember one thing: don't do override here. Only mark the structure here. What is the current structure here? That's it for me. Okay, so right now what happening here and what are you looking right now? Because this will helpful for you, and the entire backtesting, I will ask you question every moment. Okay, and this session is not what I'm teaching you. This session is all about what I teach you already and how you take action right here. And this entire backtesting will be based on your decision, not my decision. I will not take any decision. I will ask you everything. Okay, perfect. Everyone do. It's okay, no problem. And every day, everyone doing very well. Perfect. So in this case, as we mark here that market momentum is a variance. So if market momentum is a variance, simply we are looking for the sell after taking out the inducement. And before the marking structure, you need to understand what happening at the current time and the previous structure here. So this was inducement, and once market taken out the inducement, our lower lows is a confirm here. Where is our inducement? This low. So this is our lower low, and after taking out the first attempt, we are looking for the sell. As you know, in a first time, if market create here any kind of like bearish structure, so we can plan for the sell, and this low act like a target. So this is our target, or you can say this is our break of structure here. Okay. And where is our lower high? This point is the highest point. Let me check here. This one. This is our lower high here. Right. Push down side, break the structure. And now what are you looking here? Simply we are looking for the taken out the inducement. So where is inducement? This one. Once market taken out the inducement, our next lower low is a confirm here. Right. And again, what happened here in next stem? This one is our become next break of structure here. Right. And after break of structure, simply we are looking for the sell. But when we can sell after taking out the inducement. So where is inducement? This high. It means we can plan for the sell after taking out the inducement, or right now, if market, what happened here? Market push downside like this, entire move downside, take a pullback and went down. So this inducement transfer here to here like this one. Okay. But let's see where is market going on and how we can deal in this situation. What happened if there is 3.5? I can say if there is 10 order flow, why are you carrying like 10 or 5 or 3 POI? You have to focus on first inducement and next extreme. That's it. So right now this is our inducement, and after taking out the inducement, we can plan for the sell, or maybe market create one more structure here. So this is our first area when we are anticipating that market can taken out this one. And if market taken out this one, so what are you looking here right now here? We are looking for the sell because this is a 15-minute time frame and market sweep this one. So if market sweep this one, that means we can take entry here for the sell setup, right? If market create here lower time frame entry here, okay. If no, market go higher high, that means market are not able to push downside and market looking for something change. So if market went break this high, which is our lower high, and now this will be create a chop in a higher time frame, okay. So firstly, at this point, I'm going to switch here in a 1 minute time frame. There is any lower time frame entry is possible or not. This is our criteria here. Right. The previous high is a broken. And right now, what are you looking at this point? We can see here, the previous structure was created like this move here, small pullback and going high and break the structure. That means we can plan for the sell. So when we can sell here, after break this one, that means this trend looking for the buy, and then market push downside, break the low, and this are called chalk, and the previous high is a broken, and this one is our candle closer. If candle closer, that means we need to wait for it to take out the inducement before the any setup for the sell. So if market create any kind of like inducement, so we can plan for the sell at this point right here, something like this one. Okay. So this is a process. You need to wait for it to create a structure, something like this. So we can take risk here for the sell. Okay. So let's see and how we can deal. If market sweep the previous high, so we can directly take entry here for the sell. Okay. So let's see what happened next here and where is our structure. This is our low, is a broken. That's called chalk, and the previous high is a close of it. We need inducement. Once market taken out the inducement, we can mark them. And where is our PY? This one. So how many members are ready here for the sell? Say yes or no in a chat section. If yes, then why? If no, then why? Are you ready here for the sell or no? Everyone. Okay. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, inducement taken out, order flow mitigation, of course. Yes, extreme, no, because of the lower time frame is not mitigated. Yes, I will wait for it to mitigate. We set an entry here. Okay, so once price tap on it, I'm not talking about the current price. I'm talking about this one. Okay, so if price came back this point, so we should take entry or not. If yes, then why? If no, then also why? Okay, so good setup, but not high probability. Okay, why it's not high probability? Yes, because after taking out the inducement. Yes, X is not inducement but chalk. Why this one? Because the higher time frame inducement is taken out. Because market can push downside and market can go higher. So it's all about probability. But market sweep the inducement, that means the indication that we can plan for the sell if lower time frame entry create here. Okay. Okay. No problem. So let's see what happened next after this one and market push downside. And still the entry is still valid or not? Say yes or no. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay, perfect. Still we can enter here. Why? Because market push downside and inducement transfer here to here. But still there is any unmitigated or PY is here. Yeah, of course, this one is still extreme unmitigated PY when we can sell here. Okay. So once press type on it and create here any kind of like reaction. So we can plan here for the sell setup here. So let's see what happened next after this one. Okay, let's extend this one. Okay, so market enter here. So how many members are still agree for the sell setup right here? And put the stop loss just above this one. And this is our target based on our theory here. Right. Yes, valid setup. And in this case, we can see two type of entries are possible. First one is the order flow and second one is order block. Where is order block? This one, right? So problem in a lower time frame order block is here. The execution of the probability is a lower compared to the order flow because order flow is a high probability for the sell or buy setup because order flow is an entire zone and order block is a single candle. Okay, but in a lower time frame order block, if price tap on it, then you will get big risk reward. But when press tap on order flow, then you will get some smaller risk reward compared to the order block. But both are valid. But when you are looking for the buy or sell on order block, then sometime what happen, market not mitigate those order block. Okay. And sometime market just sweep the order block and hit your stop loss, and then market went up and down as per your plan. So that's why I'm saying from day one that you have to focus on order flow. Order flow is a primary, order block is a secondary, and the rest thing is here the unmitigated shadow. Okay, can we get more confirmation? So I don't think you have to wait for it some more confirmation because this is a already lower time frame structure here. Okay, so once press tap on it, we can plan for the sell directly because inducement taken out mitigation and plan for the sell. So let's see what happened next after this one. Okay, market start pushing downside right here, and this is order block here. You can see market not mitigate this order block and market start pushing downside here, but market following the order flow. So if market following the order flow, that means we can like we can plan for the sell and putting the stop loss just above this one. And again, where is our like a stop loss, and when we can looking for the sell setup. So once market taken out the inducement, so we can plan for the put your stop loss on a very given point, because this one is here structure broke and push downside, continue pushing downside, right? Pushing downside. And once market taken out this one and start pushing downside, so we can start to put the stop loss at this point to this one. Okay. Because once market taken out the inducement, then we can shift our stop loss, right? So let's see what happened next after this one. Okay, perfect. And this is our previous low, which was created here. So if market break this one, so we can also put your stop loss on a break even point right here. And also you have to wait for it to take out the inducement. And right now price trading around 2.3 hour. Okay, which is also good. And the total target is 3.7 hour. Let's see what happened next here after this one. And when market taken out this inducement right here and push downside, so we can put your stop loss and break even, and we can also take a small power sell. It depends on you, right? Because generally I use 2 hour, 3 hour as a main target and max 5 hour. Okay, so basically I use 2 hour to 5 hour as per my target, and I don't use 15, 20 hour, right? So this is our entry criteria, and this is the stop loss, and you can put your stop loss like here, because just probably there is no unlimited order flow is here. Why we are setting here? Because below it you can see unmitigated order flow is here. Which one is here? I think this one, the last buying momentum before the sell is here, broken and mitigation by this pullback. So we can set this one. Next, unmitigated zone. So you have to put the stop loss just above it. Right. So let's see what happened next after this one. Okay. Market start correction. I think not mitigate here. It's okay. Market again pushing downside. What happened exactly? And finally market hit this one. When we mark this as a PY is here, right? Because this was an extreme unlimited order flow here in the slack here. So once pressed open it, and we can like interested that market can push downside. Okay. Let's see what happened next here after this one. And we can switch here in a 15-minute time frame to for more faster results. Let's see. Okay. So market push higher, again going higher high and break the previous structure high is here. So once market break this high, that means this pair is not working because the inducement taken out first time, and again same this high is broken. That means the mitigation is a failed here, and you have to wait for it some additional like some another structure before the buy and sell. Okay. So if market create any kind of like first attempt is a sell here, which was create here, and next attempt again create here, so you don't need to like sell here. It means the probability of the mitigation is a higher for the buyer side, and which point we can expect that market can go higher to mitigate unmitigated order flow in this zone right here. So there is our any unmitigated order flow, this one. The last buying momentum before the sell is here, right? That means we can use this is our order flow. Why this is order flow we are using? Look at the structure here. This is our highest point is here. Again, market push downside and create one more pullback is here. Push downside and taken out the pullback, and then market structure shifting here. That's why this is our entire zone as an entire order flow as a PY. So once press tap on it, we can also looking for the sell, and this is our next PY when we are interested still for the sell setup. Okay. But before this mitigation, if market create here any kind of like bullish structure, so how you can deal it, right? Okay. So let's see what happened next here. Okay. So if this thing happen here, what are you looking here on when we can buy and sell? Everyone mark here. Okay. Sell from decisional order block. Okay. Now we find buy setup. Okay. So which point we are looking for the buy right here and why? Okay. Look at this one. In this case, what happening here? This is our structure moving like this one. That means this is a creating like types of liquidity. Everything is mitigated here. And once market create this type of thing, then what happened? Price push downside and then went up. So when we can expect, you have to identify there is any unmitigated order flow and order block is available or not. If available, then you have to wait for it, mitigate them. If not, create here any kind of thing like this one thing happen here and then market went up, then you have to pay attention at this point before the sell setup here, right? But before this sell setup, if market create here any kind of like bullish structure, so we can take risk here for the buy to the upside till this sell setup py mitigation. This will be your target right here. Okay. And this one is a grab the liquidity. That's why this area become more high probability is here. And this is an internal structure between the high and low. And this is a actual high and low is here, right? So this is the internal right here, like this one, and sweep and push higher. Okay, because just below it, there is no unmitigated order block is available here. So first thing is our order flow. So where is order flow? This one. This is our demand zone when we are looking for the buy to the upside. If price step on it, so we can think about it buy here. Okay. But where is target? Target the previous high. In this case, we can mark. So this boss will be transferred here to here. But if market broke this low, right? And this is also low transfer here to here. And this inducement transfer here to here, right? And in this case, this is our PY when we are looking for the buy. In this case, if you would like to buy directly here, because some people willing to buy directly without any lower time frame confirmation, so you can take entry here. Okay, but if you would like to switch in a lower time frame for refinement and make a big risk reward, right? So you can switch in a lower time frame. Otherwise, if you was to go directly here, so you can take entry here and take profit is here. Where is stop loss? Put the stop loss just below it. This is almost 3 hours here, right? So right now, how many members are ready here for the sales, sorry, buy setup here? This is a valid entry here or not? Why do you marking the order flow, internal order flow? Because this is a internal order flow and this is a entry for the internal, not for the external. Because market creating any opportunity, so we can enter here. Otherwise, we have a plan for the sell. And once pressed upon the order flow, this sell side order flow. This one is our main area when we are looking for the sell setup right here. Okay, but before this mitigation, if market create here any opportunity, so we can plan for the buy because the structure is a shifting bearish to bullish here because this inducement PY is a failed here. That's why we are planning that me market are not able to go higher right now. So if market like create reaction here, which was here. And if market push downside, which is absolutely fine, but market not did this one. And what happened here? Market break the same PY is here again here. That means the mitigation, after mitigation and break this, fail this PY, the probability is higher and market can be pushed downside. And also we can use lower time frame entry till this PY mitigation here. Because once price tap on it, we can plan for the sell. If no, then you have to wait for it to break the previous high, which was created here. Okay. So let's see what happened next here. Okay. Market trying to push downside. Okay. Okay. So finally market hit this PY is here and we can enter here as per the higher time frame is here. And if you wish to enter here in a lower time frame confirmation, so we can switch here in a 1 minute time frame to see exactly what happened here and how we can enter here. And this is our entire order flow is here, right? And if you wish to take entry in a refinement, so simply you need to mark the unmitigated order flow bottom to top is here. So this is our last selling move before the buy, which is mitigated by this one. And this one is a one more is here, right? This one is a mitigation. This one is also mitigation, and only one order flow is available here. That means we have a two unmitigated refinement order flow here. Why this is a refinement? Because this is a entire is a larger range. So once price tap on this unmitigated order flow, so if market create here any kind of like bullish structure, so we can plan here for the buy to the upside right here. That's why we are using this is a refinement here. Okay. So once price tap on it, so we can think about it buy here, but we need a lower time frame confirmation as well as before the buy here, right? Let's see what happened next here. Price tap on it, and once price tap on it, we need again same thing, means the price reacting from the first PY is here. So once price create something like this one, and you have to wait for it to take out the inducement to create the structure, then we can plan for the buy. So this is our higher time frame entry. And what about lower time frame? Lower time frame entry is here. Look at this structure here. This is our pullback because the previous candle high is broken, push downside and break this one. That means this is a chalk create here. There's no flip here because the market just broke this high directly, right? So if market broke the directly, in that case, we can wait for it to take out the inducement before this buy setup here. Why? Look at this one. This structure moves something like this, break this one, and after break this one, like create inducement, then mitigation, and then buy. And also we can buy on this pullback mitigation, go higher. So basically we have a two zone when we are looking for the buy after taking out the inducement, like any PY mitigation, and the last selling move before the buy is here. So once price tap on it, we can also interested here for the buy at this point right here, this one and this one. So basically we have a two area when we are looking for the buy after create this chalk. So market create this chalk is here. Okay. So after chalk, you have to wait for it to take out the inducement. Then we can plan for the buy to the upside right here. Let's see. Where is our inducement in this case? This one, because the market create a valid pullback is here. Of course, this is a order flow. Sorry, inducement. Once market taken out, we can plan for the buy to the upside right here. Okay, so let's see what happened next here. Okay, market trying to go higher. Market still not taken out any kind of like inducement right here. And once market taken out the inducement, then you have to pay attention here for the buy because market not create here any like inducement taken out before the buy side here. And this inducement right here still not taken out. And market just going higher high is here, right? And still there is no inducement taken out here. So if market not create here like the structure here, so you have to pay attention here. market just going higher high. And let me check here 50-minute again that if everything is fine or not. Because market is still going higher high, still we can take entry here for the buy or not. Right now, there is no bearish indication. So let's switch again in a 1 minute time frame to check here where is our unlimited order flow and where is our inducement. Right now, in this case, you have to wait for it to take out the inducement here. Okay, take a pullback. Again going higher high. So this inducement transfer here to here. Of course. And after taking out the inducement, what are you looking here? Simply we are looking for the buy after taking out the inducement. So where is our inducement and when we can expect that where is market going on in this case? Okay, perfect. After taking out the inducement, probably we can plan for the buy after taking out the inducement. So this is our inducement right now, and maybe market create one more pullback to the upside because market not creating here any kind of like inducement. So once press tap on it in a first attempt, we can plan for the buy. If market not create here any kind of like bullish structure in a first attempt, so that means like create here and not able to go higher and break this one. That means this PY is a failed. If this PI is a failed, then you have to pay attention on extreme. So where is extreme? Unmetered order flow is here. This one. Of course, you did very well. Now you understand what I'm explaining. Great. Okay, so if market react after this one, so we can plan for the buy to the upside right here. Okay, so let's see what happened next here after this one. In this case, where is our next PI is here? Because market create one more pullback to the upside. Okay, all right. So in this case, what happened here? Look at this one. Inducement transfer here to here, mean the new inducement create here. And after this one, you have to check here, there is any unmitigated order flow available or not. This one, right. But problem is here, this order flow is already mitigated by this pullback. That means we are not taking risk at this PUI is here because this one is already mitigated here. So you have to check here, there is any recent unmitigated order block available or not. So this one is here. And where is the extreme? This one. So basically we have a two PYs here. First one after taking out the inducement and next one on extreme, right? So we have a two PY means this is our first attempt. If market create here any kind of like structure thing here, so we can plan for the buy. No, this is not usable here. When we have a available order flow, then why we should use order block without any reason? If the all order flow is mitigated, in that case, we can use them. Okay. So in this case, we can see clearly what happened here. This is an inducement taken out. And if market taken out the inducement and going higher high, so we can suddenly looking for the buy to the upside, or in a first attempt after taking out the inducement, directly tap on any inducement, any mitigation here, so we can plan for the buy. So right now, if I'm going to show you here, this is important for us. After taking out the inducement, we can see here very clearly, this was inducement taken out, but failed, right? That means if this one is a failed here, so we are looking for the buy. And so which point we can planning for the buy? Everyone, which PY is a valid for us? Because we have a two PY, first one and second one. Of course, the extreme always high probability. That means if price tap on it, so we can plan for the buy at this point right here. Why? Because after taking out the inducement in a first time market, not create here any bullish structure here and break this one. Like this one just sweep, create here, again break this one. Means that this is a PY. If directly break this one, so we can enter here for the buy without any pullback, right? So this area become a valid here. So in this case, both PY is a valid or not? No. The extreme always high probability. So if price tap on it, so we can take entry. Otherwise, no. Okay. Let's see what happened next here. Price tap on it. Okay. So you can see price tap on it and then take this one. So if you are willing to buy at this point right here, so what happened? Stop loss hit here, right? But we are not interested here for the buy. But if price came back this point here, so we are interested here for the buy to putting the stop loss just below it. Where is target? The previous high and actual target this zone here, right? So once price tap on it, we can plan for the buy. But price not react here. So let's see, wait for it to mitigate this. PY is here. Okay. Okay. So market break the previous high is here. So once market break the previous high, and this is our internal structure. Remember, this is a lower time frame bounce here, not the higher time frame. So once market create this one, so where is our next view is here? Because the previous structure not give any good indication. So where is our inducement and when we can plan for the buy in this case? And you have to wait for it firstly, taken out the inducement. So where is our inducement right here? Let's see. Where is our inducement, everyone? And where is our minor inducement and where is our major inducement? Now you will get one more answer here about the major and minor inducement. There is no access for the screen. Simply, you can see annotation button on your Zoom. Simply tap on it, then you can draw on screen. Everyone, and please don't do override. Give chance to other members. If you already mark them, then give a chance to other member. Okay, so in this case, the everyone doing great job. Now let me explain here. Market create pullback here, pushing higher high, again going higher high, again going higher high, create pullback. And after that, what happened? Market created one more pullback is here, but this pullback is not broke. The previous pullback is here. That means the previous high and previous low is here. So if anything happened between this one, that's called internal. Okay. So you can say minor inducement. So this low act like a minor, again going higher high, and then market went down. So the previous high and previous low is here, and create a new high is here. So where is our minor measure? So this one is called minor, and this low become a measure, minor and measure, right? So firstly, this is a measure inducement here. Once market taken out this one, and then we are looking for the buy to the upside right here. And after taking out the inducement, before to marking inducement, you have to mark there is any unmitigated order flow available or not. Okay. So this is the inducement. And after taking out the inducement, you have to wait for it to taken out to mitigate the unmitigated order flow is first here. So where is our order flow? Unmitigated order flow when we can buy and sell, right? So market momentum is a bullish. So everyone mark here where is our high probability order flow is here. Means the PY. Oh yeah, yes sir. I'm sorry. Of course this one. Sorry, this my mistake. Okay, perfect. This was a major inducement. Once market taken out this one, and you have to wait for it to mitigate the unmitigated order flow first. Because the once market taken out the order flow, then highly chances that market can go in your favor. So this is our last selling move before the buy is here. It means this is only one area when we are interested for the buy at this point right here. Okay. So once press tap on it, we are interested here for the buy. And where is target? This yellow point. Because this is a higher time frame PY for the sell setup. And we are looking for the buy in a counter trend right here. Okay. So press tap on it. And once press tap on it, we are interested here for the buy to the upside right here. Mr. IDM is not correct. Why this is not correct? Okay. So let's see what happened next after this one. Okay. Finally, market hit our target point is here. Right. So this thing happen here when market momentum is a bullish, taken out the inducement and mitigate the unmitigated order flow and then press tap on it and then we can plan for the buy. Once press tap on it, then what are you looking right now? We are looking for the sell because the price tap on higher time frame PY, but market not create here any kind of lower time frame entry here. Let me switch here in our 15-minute time frame. Again, higher time frame structure here. We can see very clearly. So market break the previous high, just sweep the previous high. That means the previous high just sweep here. So we can plan for the sell setup right here. Okay. But this is a chalk here. Remember, because the structure is a shift bearish to bullish. It means if you are willing to like sell setup here, so we can sell, but for the short term. So where is short term? The first recent pullback is here, right? So we can plan for the sell if market create here any kind of like entry. So we can sell, but till the recent higher low, because nobody don't know after sweep this high, market can go downside and market can be go higher after taking out the recent inducement. Okay. Let's see what happened next after this one. This is our higher time frame PY is here. And everyone, I want to ask you a question for everyone. The everything was clear in both entry, first one and second one, because this is a direct entry, this is a lower time frame entry. Still, there is any doubt, any question in three entry, first and second and third. Everything is clear, 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 clear. Explain counter trend for short term for short position. Sir, I will. You have to wait for it to create a bearish any structure. Then we can enter. You are thinking I have to give explanation anywhere. Then this is not a correct way. Firstly, you have to wait for it to create the structure in a higher time frame, in a lower time frame, in a counter trend. Then I will take entry. If not create any entry, then why you need to create entry anywhere randomly? Okay, perfect. Can enter for buy without any inducement now. No, sir, without inducement, how you can buy here? Because the higher time frame must be taken out the inducement before the buy setup here. Even you can buy in a first attempt. If market taken out the inducement, so we can plan for the buy in a first attempt here. Let's see what happened next after this one. Okay. Market pushing downside, and we can see clearly that when market break the previous sweep high, let me show you here. So when market sweep the previous high, that means we can plan for the sell. Even there is no closing, just sweep the previous high. And also this is an indication that market create chalk here. Okay. So if market create chalk, that means we can plan for the uh, first we can sell till the recent high or low. This is our technically is a main low is here, and we can see one more pullback is happen here at this time. We can see both side is create here. Okay. So in this case, you have to wait for it to taken out the main low when we are looking for the buy and sell right here. So if market create here any kind of like lower time frame entry, so we can plan for the sell setup till this low is here. Okay, let's switch here in a 1 minute time frame. First of buy. We are interested a buy after taking out the main low. This one is here. This one. And you can see market create also a pullback here in a 15-minute time frame by a candle. Okay. And sometime you will see these type of thing happen here like this one. To confirm a low, we can use this one. But when you are looking for the buy, then you have to use clear like inducement taken out, and then we can plan for the buy to the upside. Right. Because this is a shadow mitigation in a both side. Okay. So let's see here in a 1 minute time frame again. And when market so the previous high, simply you have to wait for it to create the like inducement taken out, and then we can plan for the sell setup, right? So how you can sell in this case? Okay, like for example, if market create like lower time frame structure shifting, so how structure shifting is a work here? Everyone, you can mark here that how structure will be shift if we would like to sell setup here. Okay, so there is so many. No need inducement. Okay. Please don't do override. Give chance to other members. If you draw already, then give chance to other members. Excuse me, sir. Sometimes you take a boss with a wake breaker, and sometimes other time a candle block. I use both time, and this time also using the search chalk because just sweep this one, but still I'm using the search chalk. But when market sweep the previous high low, we can consider chalk or boss. But sweep, in that case, we can take opportunity for the short term buy or sell till the recent higher low. Okay, let me explain here. One thing is here. Look at this one. When market sweep the previous high in the structure, then you have to wait for it to break the previous low, like the structure creating like this one. If sweep this one and take a pullback, we can plan for the sell like this one. Put the stop loss just of it. And in this case, you don't need to wait for it to take out the inducement. Simple, right? And one more thing is here. If market close in that case, like if market close of it in lower time frame, so simply you have to wait for it like structure, break this one. After break this one, take a pullback, push downside, taken out the inducement and mitigation and sell here like this one. Okay. So in this case, we can see clearly how many times market sweep here. First one is here. This is here. There's no chalk here. Again, push downside, no chalk, push downside, no chalk create here, push higher. But finally, market break this one and this is called chalk. You can see how many times market sweep the liquidity here. So when market sweep the liquidity, break the structure here and we can immediate sell here. When? At this point. Why? Because the structure grab the liquidity, push downside and create chalk here. And after chalk, where is stop loss? Just off the high. Where is target? The recent low, this one. You will get almost 4 hour, right? But unfortunately, market not respect your trade and market just hit the stop loss. And after that, again, what happened here? Market break this structure here. Again, break the structure here. It means this is our recent low is here. If market can create here like any kind of like flip or chalk entry here, so we can take entry here for the sell setup here. Okay. If not create here, then you have to pay attention here. Let's see what happened next here. Market break this one. So once market break this one, we are looking for the sell on this setup and put the stop loss just above the high. Where is target? This one, which is almost 3.75 RR. Okay. So this is our next anti execute here because the price just sweep the liquidity here. So if market sweep the liquidity, that means liquidity is already taken out in a higher time frame and also break this low, create chalk, pullback and mitigation and sell. In this case, you don't need to wait for it to taken out the inducement before the entry here. Right. Again, let's see what happened next here. Okay, market went down. In this case, we can see this high grab the liquidity, mean the previous structure grab the liquidity right here, because this structure was create something like this one and taken out this one. If push downside, in this case, we can add one more position for the sell till this low. Okay. Why? Because the structure creating bearish indication as per our plan. So you have to wait for it and maybe market go higher. If go higher, then you don't need to enter the next position here for the sell. Okay. But still we are running in this trade here. Execute this one. Let's see what happened next after this one. Market push downside and break this low. If market break this low, we can add one more position here on this pullback mitigation. Put the stop loss just off this one, which is safer side. Where is target? This one, which is almost 3R here. First entry and second entry here. Okay. So let's see what happened next after this one. Push downside and pushing downside. Again, taken out the inducement. And after taking out the inducement, that means the inducement taken out and order flow unmitigated here. That means we can plan for the sell right here. Okay. So why this move happened here? Because the inducement taken out and push downside and just of it, everything is mitigated. In this case, if market get like any kind of situation like break this high, chalk and wait for inducement. If not inducement, then no entry. But overall, the direction will be bearish here. Okay. And if you would like to enter here, so we can enter on this case right here. Put the stop loss just off the high. Where is target? This one. Let me show you here. So basically, we can take entry here. The last selling move before, sorry, last buying momentum before the sell is here. That means if price tap on it, so we can enter here on this case after taking out the inducement in lower time frame confirmation right here. And where is our inducement? This one, because this one is a pullback, taken out inducement, push downside, and put the stop loss just over it, and probability of the going higher high, the very less probability, because just of it there is no unmitigated order flow or order block available, right? Everything is mitigated, so we can take risk here for the sell and put the stop loss just of it, and let's wait for it. Okay, so market moving in a range. Let's switch here in a 15-minute time frame for faster respond here. Okay, so finally market hit our target, and this was our target point is here, like this one, right here. So still you have any question related this one, so you can ask me here. Okay, let me read your question one by one. Now I'm going to enable annotation here. If you want to appoint uh, anything, so you can annotate here. How we can move a stop loss? Stop loss can be moved when market taken out the inducement. In this case, once market taken out the inducement, like inducement taken out and break this low, so you have to put the stop loss here. The all previous trade and this trade. In both trade, you can put the stop loss here. When was when the first trade hit a break even. The first trade only hit break even if market like break this one and go higher. Like after this one and push higher, then we can hit our break even. Otherwise, no. Because after taking out the inducement, if market went up and down, the probability is higher that market will follow your plan as you did. Can we use IDM sweep as an entry in a 1 minute time frame? If you are looking for the direct entry in a 1 minute time frame after IDM sweep, then you have to put the stop loss the high or low. Okay, because you have to set an area where stop loss will be like safer side. That's important for us. Can you use only one time frame for entry exit? No, you have to use two time frame at least. Okay, because if you follow the higher time frame like 50 minute and 1 minute, sorry, 5 minute or 1 hour, then first identify structure, identify PY, and then you have to set target as per the higher time frame structure. And lower time frame entry will gives you more additional confirmation and better risk reward. Even after crossing the upper PY, can we still taking sell trade? You mean this one? If market structure like taken out this PYs here, if you're talking, if I'm not wrong, yes, this one after taken out this one, still you are thinking, then price must be created a structure like this one. So I'm interested at this point right here. As say we can't be used here. You can use them, okay, but you don't need to use also them, because we can take anti directly on order flow mitigation. So I hope everything is clear till now. After taking out the inducement in continuation movement, how many times we can use directly open position on unmitigated order flow without inducement? After after taking out the inducement in continuation movement, okay, how many times we can directly open position? Sir, direct position only applicable on extreme PY on a higher time frame. After taking out the inducement, price should be mitigate extreme PY. In that case, we can use direct order block, order flow entry. Kindly do back testing. Kindly can you do big TC USDT entry setup? I will do later. Bitcoin. First, let me finish the Euro USD. Okay, so now we are going to switch here again in a 15-minute time frame. So this is our actual inducement when we are interested for the buy in a first attempt. If market create here any kind of thing in a first attempt, so we are interested here. If no, so we are not interested because just below it, we can see this is our previous higher high and this is a previous higher low. I mean, this is a lower high, and sorry, lower lows, and this become higher high is here because structure is a shift here. Taken out the inducement in a first time, if market create here bullish structure, so we can buy. But if market break this low, that means the structure is not looking for the buy, and you have to pay attention to mitigate unmitigated order block or unmitigated shadow order flow because the all order flow is already mitigated here, right? So only unmitigated shadow is on extreme is here. So once price tap on it, so we can plan for the buy to the upside right here. Okay. So let's see what happened next after this one and how price is reacting after taking out the higher time frame inducement is here. So this is our 15-year time frame. Let's check here because this was the only first attempt when we are interested for the buy if market create here because the all order flow all order block is already mitigated here, but you need here a lower time frame confirmation before the buy here. Okay, so in this case, what happened here? Break the previous structure here means the closing here, break the previous high. That means we need to wait for it to take out the investment, then we can plan for the buy to the upside. So let's see, market push upside, not create here any kind of investment. Let's see. Here we can see very clearly inducement taken out, unmitigated order block is here. That means we can plan for the buy here and put the stop loss just below it, right? And where is target? Target the previous high. Where is our previous high? Main high is here, target, and this is our TP1 as per the internal structure. This is the first TP and this is the final TP is here. Okay. So let's see what happened next after this one. Market trying to push downside and not able to like mitigate this one. Okay, market going higher high. Still, there is any unmitigated order block and order flow is available when we can looking for the buy or sell in this case. Look at the structure here. Everyone, what are you looking right now here? And where is our next probability for the buy and sell? This PI is still valid or not, or we should move on next one. Where is our next PI is here? Okay, please don't do override here. Please give chance to other members as well as. Okay, so in this case, what happened here exactly? Look at this one first. If market looking for the buy to the upside, then market must be taken out the inducement which was created here. And after taking out the inducement, you have to identify where is our unlimited order block and order flow is here. And this is a lower time frame structure here. So this is our bullish order flow is here. So once press tap on it, we can take entry here for the buy to the upside right here. This is the area when we are interested for the buy. And just below it, you can see here, this is unmitigated order block is here. But probability of the mitigation is higher on this unmitigated order flow is here. Okay. So if you are willing to buy here, which is absolutely fine, but you have to put the stop loss just below it because market can be pushed downside to mitigate this unmitigated order block is here. Right. Because main purpose here to buy at this band because this is a structure here, actual structure right here. Taken out the inducement, confirm higher high, higher low, this order flow, pushing higher high, taken out the inducement, mitigation on this unmitigated order flow, and we can plan for the buy to the upside. But right now we are planning for the reversal trade and we are already in a counter trade. So in this case, simply you have to wait for it to pay attention at this level. So once price tap on it, we are interested here for the buy, but put the stop loss just below this low here for the safer side. You have to put the stop loss on safer side and don't try to put a stop loss like 2 pip, 3 pips and 5 pip. No, you have to put the stop loss based on the structure and maybe sometime you will get a 15 pips. Sometime you will get a 20 pip stop loss, but it's okay for us. Why? Because you have to follow the rule. In this case, you will get almost 5 pip stop loss. Okay. And you don't need to put the stop loss just below it because this is a not safer. You have to put a stop loss on safer side area. This is our first trade, which is you will get a 5 hour around and the final TP is here, which is 8 hour. Okay. So let's see what happened next here. Can we buy directly in all these order flow? We can buy on all means you have to buy or sell on unmitigated order flow on extreme. So let's see what happened next here after this one. Okay, so market hit our PY here when we are interested for the buy to the upside. So let's see what happened next after this one. Okay. Okay, market not hit our stop loss, right? Still market far away from our stop loss. Let's see what happened next after this one. Okay, price start rising to the upside and switch back here in a 15-minute time frame again. And price went up and this is our previous high when we can set our target. So let's see. Finally, market hit this target is here where you will get around 5 hour, right? So in this case, you can get entry here and take profit is here because this is a previous pullback is here because there's a single leg move here and this is a counter trend is here. So if market create something like this, previous highs are broken, and again we need to wait for it to taken out the inducement. If market taken out the inducement, we can again plan for the buy to the upside right here. When we add multiple position, to add multiple position, you have to follow the higher time frame structure as well as like if market break the previous high is here. So you don't need to enter multiple position after broke this one. If market broke this one, and then you have to follow the higher time frame structure as well as here, right? But before this, like structure, okay, this one, if market create the any lower time frame entry between this zone, so we can add here. Okay, and after broke this one, then you have to pay attention here. If market create a lower time frame like pullback, and then we can plan for the buy. Means the higher time frame as well as you need to check before to add multiple position. Okay, before this, broken this structure. If market create here any kind of entry, so we can enter, otherwise no. So we can see here carefully there is any like entry is a possible. Chalk create here. After chalk, we need inducement. So where is our inducement? In this case, this low. First attempt, just click the grab, push higher. This is order flow. So we can add this position here. Right. This one is a possible entry here for the buy. Let me show you exactly. Another structure shifting here. This was high. So this point become our inducement. And once market ignore the inducement in a first attempt, and then again market break the high, push downside, mitigation, and we can plan for the buy. Where is stop loss? Just below it. And target the previous high is here. This is a counter trend high, and the main target is here. Right. And what happen if price like create this pullback is here and market this one and not able to go higher and break downside? So in this case, we can use extreme one. So where is extreme? This one. Okay. So if price tap on it, so we are thinking about for the buy to the upside, because this one is an XPY when we are interested for the buy to the upside. Okay. But market react on a first time. So if market react on a first time, then you have to wait for it to break them previous structure break and take a pullback and mitigation, and then plan for the buy to the upside. Okay, so everything is clear till now, everyone. If market in any POI and we have a trying to buy either sell, so how many times we will try to the market one opportunity like chalk and lower time frame to attempt and fail? It means the POI will be fail, right? So once market taken out the inducement, then we have a first attempt for the buy and sell. And the second time is here. If those inducement PYs are failed, then we have another chance to tap on extreme PY. So basically, you can say we have a chance for the buy and sell in a higher time frame. First one after taking out the inducement, and the extreme one is a next one. Okay, so extreme and inducement two are we have a two chances for the buy and sell only. If inducement was failed, so you have to wait for it to mitigate extreme order block and order flow or PUI for the buy and sell. Or we allowed to buy directly in this order flow. So you said chart, but at this time, in a first attempt, you can buy, okay, only a point. The rest point we can't buy without any inducement. So if we have a two order flow, so if you have a two order flow, then you have to use the extreme order flow, which is high probability. Now I'm going to read your question answer one by one, because the majority of the things is a cover here. And now I'm giving you a question answer time for everyone, because this process will be continue in upcoming moves, right? Let's read your question one by one, and please don't do spam like multiple times copy and pasting. In real time, when we do switch in a higher time frame to lower time frame, after higher time frame candle close, it look like a IDM level, and before price reaching IDM level. You are asking right now here. Okay. So in this case, if market break the this one, then you have to wait for it to taken out the inducement. So after taking out the inducement, probably we are looking for the buy again. So where is inducement? This is a inducement, push downside, mitigation, and we can plan for the buy to the upside. And this is a counter trend buy here, right? Can I buy on decisional order block on order flow? Of course, it depends on situation. Like after taking out the inducement in a first attempt and recent, there is any unmitigated order flow or order block, we can buy here. Okay. For example, here, let me show you exactly. Like the structure is a bearish, taking out the inducement, pushing downside right here, break the structure here, and this is our IDM. Okay. And after that, what happened here? Market trying to push higher. So if market push higher in a first attempt, market also tap on unmitigated order block or order flow on decisional PY and also taken out the inducement in a first attempt without any creating pullback. So we can enter here for the sell. Why? Because taken out the inducement, this is the first up pullback here. Okay, so we can enter here. And what happen here if market not create a structure like this one and how price is reacting here like this one and I'm sorry, this one actually technically this one like price going higher high and push downside and the order flow is here and then you are thinking to buy at the sell at this point. So this highly chances that market can fail this PY is here. Why? Because the first attempt was created here. If market actually looking for the sell, so price can react at this point. So again break this high. That means market looking for something on extreme. So where is extreme? This one. Okay. So if this one is extreme, so you have to wait for it to taken out this low and we can plan for the buy till this PI mitigation. If price mitigation here, taken out the inducement and sell till this low. This is your target. Taken out the inducement and mitigation. लोअर टाइम फ्रेम में कितने अटेम्प्ट पे ट्राई कर सकते हैं जब तक मार्केट प्रीवियस हाई लो सेफर है और कोई लोअर टाइम फ्रेम एंट्री मिलता है तो आप वहाँ पे बाय सेल प्लान कर सकते हो. So imbalance is a necessary in high time frame or not? For imbalance is a necessary while you are marking the order block only. Recent M15 IDM, explain why not the upper one. Which one? In this diagram, you are asking or the on the chart? 15-minute chart. This one? I think this one, right? Actually, I already told you this is a candle by the pullback by a candle. Okay. In terms of the entry, okay, so where is our high probability? This one is a looks more better because in this case you can see only one candle. If you are looking for the buy in this case here and just broke this one, so there is no sense to buy here, right? That's why I use clear and measure inducement, you can say. Is that the idiom or not? Yes, this is an idiom, and we can use them to marking the higher high. Okay. But when you are looking for the entry, we need a clear zone when we are interested for the buy, because this zone looks more good compared to the first one, because this is only one candle is here and this is entire pullback is here, which looks more better. Can you switch on 1 minute and 1 minute? Sir, every time frame is a work and not possible to switch every time frame for me. And you can use any time frame like 1 hour, 5 minute, and 4 hour, 15 minute, any time frame. And same thing, same principle will be applicable for everyone. Like this is an investment because the structure is a bearish. And after taking out the S1 investment again here, in a first time market sweep this one and break this structure here. Again taken out the investment, you have to wait for it to unmitigated order block and order flow. So this is the order block is here, but above it we can see clearly this is our order flow. So once price tap on it, we can also plan for the sell. So this is a 1 hour time frame. Okay. And when we switch here in a 1 hour to 5 minute time frame, the same thing will be applicable here. In a first time also, and this one is also here. If I show you here in a 5 minute time frame, how price react here. First, you need to refine here. This is the entire zone here, and you have to check here. There is any 5 minute unmitigated order flow available or not. Okay. And always start from top of the move. All order flow is already mitigated here. This one, and this is only this one. Right. So this is our only unmitigated order flow is here, which is not mitigated by any pullback is here. Right. And just below it, everything is mitigated here. This one, sorry. This one is mitigated by this one, and this one is already mitigated here. And this is not valid pullback. That's why we are considering this is our last buying momentum before the sell. Right. So we can use this as a unmitigated refinement order flow. That means if price tap on it and create here any kind of like entry here, so we can plan for the sell setup here. Price tap here, create reaction, and we are interested here for the sell after chalk and flip. So market not create here basically a flip, because market just broke this low directly, and after taking out the inducement, this was inducement and this one and this one. And finally, market taken out the inducement, and you have to wait for it unmitigated order flow. So where is order flow? The last buying momentum before the sell is here. So once price tap on it, we can entry is here. Put the stop loss just above the high. And where is target? The main low. Become our next target is here. Like this one. Okay. So we can see that every time frame is working. Can you use 15 minutes to get less trade in a trade? So it depends on you. Please, can you previous second entry? Which previous entry? This one. Inducement taken out, mitigation, unmitigated order flow is here. Then we can sell. Simple. Yes, this idea. So we move on Bitcoin chart. Okay, let's cover your Bitcoin. So this is a Bitcoin chart in a 50-minute time frame. Everyone. Firstly, everyone mark here to help the structure at the current price here. Now I'm reading your question. Can you explain about liquidity session? I did not mention about the liquidity session because I mentioned the structural liquidity because so many types of liquidity are available, and like terminal liquidity, session liquidity, daily high low liquidity, and the indicator types of liquidity, support resistance type of liquidity. Okay, but I primarily focus on the structure. So that's why I consider and I teach you the structure based liquidity, which act like an inducement and liquidity. We use generally the previous high or low. आपने बताया नहीं, क्या बताएं बताइए. Sir, if candle close below IDM, can we assume that price have more chances to mitigate extreme PY? Sir, after taking out the inducement, if close or not close, this is not matter. This is a only matter after taking out the inducement in a first attempt. If price able to go higher, okay, so we can take entry, okay, and if price not after taking out the inducement, okay, and then market not able to go higher and broke those reaction means the inducement PY failed, that's the highly chances that market will tap on extreme PY already in profit. Great. Okay. So in this case, the majority of the members mark the structure very well, like the previous high, previous low, inducement, mitigation order flow, break the high. Again, we are looking for the taking out the inducement in a first attempt, market go higher. So we can confirm higher high, higher low, break the structure. Again, we are looking for the buy after taking out the inducement. So this inducement taken out, unmitigated order flow is here. And then we are looking for the buy. Again, break the high, high is here. Right. This one is, I think this PO is not good here. Let me mark this one. No, this PO is not good here. And this is the last selling move before the buy is here. After taking out the inducement in a first attempt, if price going higher high, so we can plan for the buy. And right now we can see after taking out the inducement in a first attempt, price not able to go higher and take a pullback and then break this one. That means the chances of the price can push downside and mitigate this one. Then we are planning for the buy to the upside. So this is a highly chances here. This is a not good idea here. This is not a valid pullback here. That's why we are not marking this as order flow. Can sell here. For sell here, this is a not a recommendation here, but at least price must be create a structure shifting here. Then we can plan for the sell right here. How? Let me show you exactly. Like if price sweep this one, okay, mean this one. And then what happened? Market rising something like this, like structure create like this one. So we can interest it for the sell till this row and then plan for the buy to the upside. So you have to wait for it, create a structure like this one, inducement structure taken out, mitigation and sell. Fill this PI mitigation. And once price tap on it, switch bullish structure and going higher high like this one. Previous entry. In a previous entry, I already mentioned that market taken out the liquidity, sorry, break the structure, taken out the inducement, mitigate unmitigated order flow, and then we can plan for the sell. Simple. Okay, everyone. So, do you have any question regarding this one or related day one, day two, and day three? You can ask me here because all the things, all chapter is already covered and everything is covered to you. So I'm very sure that you are now able to trade in a live market. First, before switch on a live market, you have to uh, backtest your Firstly, you have to backtest your trading system, as I mentioned, and after that, you will get some idea that how things actually working. You sometime you will get stop loss, sometime break even, sometime take profit. So this process is a continuation. Okay, but when you do backtesting and practice, you will get more better and better every day. Okay. After attending 3 days bootcamp, it doesn't mean that you can trade in a next day. No, this is a process, and you have to apply on yourself for the next few months, and take a lot of month maybe. Okay, then after few months and week, you will realize that you are doing better than previous days every day. How long a back testing? It totally depend on you that how many times or you can do back testing, like 1 hour, 2 hour, 30 minutes. It totally depend on you. Can we identify idiom in a right left side, only left side? You have to identify inducement only which side structures are broken. Mostly in a left side. In a bullish market and a bearish market is the right side. When the this side is structure broken, you simple. Where we can see the bootcamp videos. Bootcamp video I already uploaded in a Telegram channel. You can check up in message, please. How many take trade per month? It depend on you, depend on like time frame, that which time frame you are following. Like if you are using like 15 minutes, then highly chances you will get 1 or 2 trade in a day. Okay, so as per the this one, you will get like 5 to 7 trade in a week. Okay, that means in a month, around 30 trades you can get, like overall 20 to 30 trades in a month. And focus on quality trade, less trade, and you will get more outcome. Risk reward, we can use 2 hour to 5 hour maximum. At least 2 hour, and max you can set 5 hour, which is very enough. What time frame is a good to hit, to goal to hit 30-50 pips? 30-50 pips you can use like 5 minute structure, because 50 pip we can get easily. Leverage depend on you, that if you are using like a 1% risk, so I don't think you have to use big leverage. You can use very small leverage, like 500, or which is very normal. Okay, so which is very enough. Like leverage are not important if you are following the proper risk management. Most of the traders using high leverage to putting the money in a single trade and two trades, and they are risking whole amount on a single trade. In that case, they put high limit orders during news, and they clone account and they double account. So that's not a trading. That looks like a clear gambling. If I use a 2 hour, what winning rate need to profitable? At least 50 to 60%. If you are getting a profitable trade, like take profit, so you can use a 2 hour, which is very good. 50% is enough for you to hit or take profit if you are using 2 hour. Did you stop old mapping and lower old setup? I stop the old market structure mapping. I'm using the right, which I teach you in a day three, in a day one. Okay, only few things only updated. Like in a previous structure mapping, we are using candle closing, but in this structure mapping, we are using candle closing and body both, like shadow and candle closing. This time frame we can use for swing trade. For swing trade, you can use 4 hour, it's a higher time frame, and 15 minute for lower time frame confirmation. But if you'd like to a direct entry, then you can use 4 hour as well as. Stick on in a trade which time which is most 10 trade you have mostly win. Uh Around 40 to 50% I got like take profit trades, and few trades are break even. So average you can say 50% around. So I'm now confused where I take profit. Take profit always the previous higher low. Set previous higher low as a take profit. What is the reason for little change? To change in a structure, reason was very simple. We can get a more better like trades opportunity while sweeping the previous higher low. So we can also take opportunity. And I also realized, and I did backtest and also did a trade. So I realized that structure if broken, which is very enough to marking the trend direction. If sweep, which is different situation, but even market following the continuation pattern. Okay, if following the continuation pattern, that means the probability of uh, the continuation is a high probability compared to the reversal. Profit target, we can set the previous structure higher low, previous session higher low, because these are liquidity point. Higher time frame reach first and then switch in a lower time frame always. Yes, sir. Tutored AC session if structure shown as your plan. I trade Asia, I trade London, I trade New York. Anytime, any session I can trade because in a Asian countries have a very golden time for the forex market, because in a morning it's a Asian, in a afternoon London, and in a evening time New York session open. So we are available entire session. What is hardest part of trading? To be disciplined. News time, good or bad? And we deal with already run in a news time. Sir, during news, actually, I don't use fundamental because I don't know how to actually work. Okay. So I mainly focus on technical part. And if there is news and I'm already in a position, so I prefer that I put my stop loss around like break even if trade in a running in a profit. And I always try to set my stop loss on safer side. Do you trade ICT? No, sir. Session entry भी बता दी. Session entry is a different part. I not at this one because those are complicated, looks complex to understand. And I already explained in a video course, in an ebook, in a detail. This time frame can be used for swing trade. I already told you that 4 hour as a higher time frame and 15 minutes for the lower time frame. In gold, in Discord gold, they trade ICT. If anybody trade based on SAD or any other strategy and working for you, then you can add them. If no, then you don't need to mix a lot of things. When you make your analysis in a simple, then you can easily trade, easy to handle. What is insider liquidity? Insider liquidity mentioned in a Trading Hub 2.0. The last high or low before the extreme unmitigated order block. That's it. There is no big use. How to control emotion? To control emotion, you have to work on your mindset. You have to think in a big and what other traders are doing and what are you doing. Okay. So you will get a difference and you have to analyze your trade and make a recap, like analyze your trade that where are you doing wrong. If you lose, then why you lose. You have to like you can say recap of your videos or your trade end of the week every week. Okay, then you realize your mistake. Okay, and accept your losses and think in a probability, because this is a very big thing. When you think, when you understand the probability of the trading, in that case, it doesn't matter where is trade is going on, like profitable, break even, and stop loss doesn't matter, because you know very well before entry that market can go higher and lower and break even doesn't matter, because firstly, before entry, you accept that point. You can get stop loss, you can get break even, and you can also get a take profit. You have to prepare for all situation. Once you're ready for these situation, then I'm very sure every day and day by day, your emotional things and psychology thing will be improved every day, because this is a very important part and a lot of people not think about it. They always think in a profitable side. They don't think about like losses and break even, how many pair to follow. As a day trader, you can use like one or two pair is enough. But if you are using like swing trader, so you can use multiple pairs. Please explain which case you follow Fibonacci tool to take profit. If a market like taken out the investment recently and there is no big like structure high or low, in that case we can use. Like for example here, this is investment taken out and we are planning for the buy. So if we are buying here, so where is our recent high? This one. So this one's broken by this candle. So we can use the Fibonacci level top to bottom. So we can get easily this is a target here. Okay. So in that case, we can use when target are smaller, in that case, we can use Fibonacci tool. Can you ever consider volume in your trade? No, sir. If below if below IDM and order block available and below that order flow available is when used. Order flow is a primary, okay, and order block is a secondary. Do we need to combine SMC and price action or not? No, sir. Don't combine both things. You will not get result. While following the external list, it take more time to find a trade. In that case, how many pair we can use? One or two pair is enough. Okay, if you are thinking that you need to like trade every day. Okay, so this is a not trading. You have to wait for it to clear opportunity. If market give you opportunity, then you have to enter. Otherwise, there is no rule that you have to trade every day, every hour. No. Okay, if market taking some time to create a structure to break the external high, external low, and then taking out the inducement, so it's a process. You have to wait for it clear opportunity. For example, if you are buying or selling in a FOMO and before break the previous high or low, before creating external structure, you are putting 2 3 trades, and maybe you get 3 trades and 2 trade stop loss and one stop loss, one break even. So overall you are in a loss. But after that, what happened? Market break the main structure, create a opportunity, and in that time you did not enter there, and those trade hit your take profit. Okay, so you don't need to follow the quantity. You have to work on quality. Okay, less is always more, because when you start doing trading in on quality setup, then you will get very few setup. Can you follow 3.2? Yes, of course. If main thing is here, understand, if anything work, if any system is working for you, okay, then you have to continue with them. If you are getting result from anything like trend line, liquidity, structure and session, or any topic, okay, if you are getting result with them, then you have to continue with them. Main thing, we are trading with smart money concept because we need result. If result coming from smart money concept, we can continue them. If result for you coming from the moving average, coming from the support resistance, then you can continue with them. That's not necessary that you have to trade only SMC. Only SMC trader can be profitable. No, because for everyone in this entire trading industry, it's all about probability. It doesn't matter which trading system you are following. What is average risk reward? Risk reward, you can use 2 hour to 5 hour. This is a good minimum 2 hour and max 5 hour around. Instagram orders 1 hour and 5 minute IDM after trading in a 5 minute and 1 minute respectively. So if you are refining over refinement, in that case, what happened? Okay, sometime you will get a very good trade, but most of the time you will get confused. So I will suggest you to stay on 2 time frame, which is good, like 1 hour and 5 minute, then continue with them. If you're falling to like 5 minute and 1 minute, then you don't need to use other time frame. Then focus on directly 5 minute and 1 minute time frame. Simple. During the month or week, how much profit is acceptable for you? There is no fix. Okay, if I'm in a losing in a month, on end of the week, end of the month, I always accept them because it's all about probability. I know if I lose this month and maybe next month will be profitable and cover my previous loss. Okay, trading trading is a very special industry. You can lose 11 month, but when you gain and when you master in your trading style, you can make a profit entire year in a month. Like in a 12 month, you can make entire whole year of profit in a 1 month. What about top down analysis? This is top down analysis I explain on a back testing. You have to focus on 2 time frame. Like 2 time frame is enough, like 15 minute and 1 minute, which is enough. You don't need to follow the other time frame. If you are following 1 hour, then 1 hour and 5 minute time frame. This is only enough. If you are thinking that you have to use daily, weekly, monthly, and then 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, and then 1 minute, I'm very sure 99% you will be confused. You can't enter because in a 4 hour can be so bullish, in a daily time frame is a bearish, and 15 minute also bullish, and 1 minute is also bearish. Then how you can take a decision? Because you have to take decision in 1 minute time frame. Then why you need two other time frame? You have to focus on 15 minute and 1 minute, or 5 minute and 1 minute, which is enough. And also you can use 1 hour and 5 minute. Simple. In 30 minute, in 3 minute, if 3 minute is a lower time frame, and what will be higher time frame? 30 minute. At least you can understand calculation like this. The lower time frame and higher time frame difference must be around 10x, around, okay, 10x to 15x. Your higher time frame must be greater than 10x your lower time frame. What is good gain percentage without high risk? So good percentage in a month, 3% is very good. Okay. But in a percentage is not a solution because it depend on that how much capital you have. Like if you have a prop firm account like 100K, 50K or 10K. Okay. In that case, like if you have a 100K account on a prop firm account, then you are making, for example, like 3%, then you are making $300 in a month. Okay. In another side, if you have a like 10,000 USD account, but you are making 10% profit, but you will see end of the month you make only $1,000 only. But in a 100K account, you make a 3,000, but with 3% profit. So it totally depend on your account size. What a risk on a capital we should a risk. Sir, a risk we can use 1%, which is very good. And starting, I will suggest you for everyone. Please, everyone, focus on consistency, profitability, and profitability comes from your back testing, from your practice. So once you focusing on the learning, okay, and after a few months and years, you will realize you can make more earning because when you follow only money and money every day, okay, then you are not focusing on the system which allowing you to make money because you are only focused on directly money. You are not following the path, a proper system. That's why you have to follow the simple rule is here, okay, to following like do back testing, do more practice every day. And these type of things will help you a lot to become a profitable. What about the order flow entries? Order flow entries similar, like higher time frame and lower time frame. We can use directly. If there is a rating plan, I mean first step, second, and so on. I will share a trading plan, a, a copy, and on a Telegram channel, so you can read them and you can save them. You have to follow simple thing structure. Follow the structure. After structure, wait for inducement. After inducement, two things are possible. After inducement, the first PY is here, like inducement PY is a failed, then what criteria should follow? If not failed, then what criteria should follow? So like this, you can get better idea. And I will make a note about it. And soon I will upload on a Telegram channel. Then you can understand what is a proper way to take trade higher time frame to lower time frame. Okay, everyone. So I think the all question is a cover here, and there is no more question. And 15 मिनट और 1 मिनट फॉलो करते हुए 4 4 फॉलो नहीं करते 15 मिनट रिवर्स रिवर्स कैसे होगा पता चलेगा रिवर्स करने की आपको पता करने की जरूरत ही क्या है जब आपका पीवाई आपके अकॉर्डिंग चल रहा है स्ट्रक्चर आपके अकॉर्डिंग चल रहा है तो आप उसके काम करिएगा और जब फेल्ड होगा स्ट्रक्चर चेंज होगा तो उसके हिसाब से प्लान होगा चेंज भाई आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट लेने के बाद अगर मार्केट एज पर योर प्लान जा रहा है ठीक है तो आप लोगे और नहीं लेगा तो उसको ब्रेक करेगा तो इस इंडिकेशन होता है कि मार्केट यहाँ से कुछ रिवर्स लेगा या फिर किसी एक्सट्रीम पीवाई पे टैप करेगा आपको पहले क्यों जानना है कि मार्केट इससे रिवर्स करेगा and I got this question from the different members and Everyone, like mostly members are interested to take a reversal trade, and that's the main reason to fail the trade. Why are you not interested in a continuation? If market even just sweep and you are thinking that market is going to reversal and I need to catch the top and bottom, because nobody don't know where is top and bottom, and you are chasing for the reversal trade. Reversal trade is a low probability of the winning rate. Remember, and when you are getting the continuation pattern, if you did any few like mistake, then you will get very highly chances that market can go in your favor. But in a reversal direction, very highly chances your stop loss will be hit, because the probability of the winning in a reversal is low compared to the continuation. Why did not talk about the difference PY like you have done in a YouTube and Discord? Because those PYs, I teach you which PI which is actually working and high probability for you. These are a lot of types of PY and a lot of things here. You don't need to focus on them. You have to focus on major PI which is actually working and suitable for everyone. If I add lot of unnecessary things, which is not good, because in this bootcamp, the main purpose is here to provide the main things which is working and realistic to working for you. Okay, which is easy to trade for you, not to add a lot of things here. हाउ टू लिंक 4 आवर 15 मिनट एनवायरमेंट कॉम्बिनेशन कैसे करें? आपको जरूरत क्या है इतने सब करने की? आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू दैट if you are using 4 hour, then use 15-minute lower time frame confirmation. That's it. But if you would like to enter in a 1 minute time frame, then don't use any other time frame. Just stick on 15-minute time frame, 5 minute or 15-minute time frame. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. And I hope you enjoy this entire bootcamp and you have learned a lot of new things. And I'm very sure that your trading skill will be level up and you will get very good results. Okay, I'm expecting so much from you. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. Have a nice day, have a nice great weekend, and good night.